Okay, so this is the start of my last match for this Mirrored and Besieged Scars draft that I'm playing. I'm playing against Wilted Greens here, and he says hello and good luck. So I say hi, good luck as well. He seems like a nice fellow. Seems like he's on the level. Got my epic turn 2 throwing bird. He decides he wants to be on the draw. Which is what I want as well. Throwing bird's not going to last very long. Might as well be pushing in. It's good for at least 1 damage. And never being able to proliferate anything with that throwing bird. 1/1 flare for 2. Woo! And I play the Scudder, and I just try to end the game as quickly as possible. Yeah, he deals with that throwing bird pretty quickly. This turn I attack with the Scudder. I throw that Trinket Mage out there. I decided to get the Flare Husk because if I get the Memnite and he just kills it, I get almost no value out of that Memnite. But if I play out that Flare Husk and he kills it, then at least I'm left with equipment. He just concedes. I don't really know why he does that. Maybe he didn't hit his 4th land and he's holding a bunch of 7 drops or something. I don't know. Maybe he just can't deal with Trinket Mage. I don't really know what he's playing, so I don't really side anything in here. What do you side in against Ember Smith and a Culling Dias? I don't know. Just submit. It's weird that he conceded so quickly. I don't know, maybe he's in a rush. Maybe he's got, business to take care of or something. I really wish that one of those islands was a swamp, but what can you do? Play out the Ratchet Bomb. I don't know if that's the best thing in the world, but Ratchet Bomb is so slow, so I feel like I need to get it out there and get some counters on it. He also has a Riddlesmith. Interesting. I decided to play the Mimic Vat out because if on the next turn I kill the Riddlesmith with the Ratchet Bomb, I don't know why I would. Maybe, but if it just gives me more options, then I imprint the Riddlesmith and the Mimic Vat and I can start playing things. Spin Engine. Yeah. Spin Engine's a really good card. I didn't talk much about it while I was drafting, and it was in some of the packs. It's a notable card. I definitely should have mentioned it. I'm really wishing one of these islands was a swamp. I'm totally okay with me killing the Smith here. I get a creature out of it. And then also, I don't really know how good this guy is. He conceded really quickly, so my idea was that maybe I could even get away with blocking the Spin Engine with the Riddlesmith. But he deals with the Mimic Vat really quickly. I draw the Swamp. And I play the Scudder because it's better now than later. He drops a Swamp, deals another 3 to me. Plays a Rusted Slasher, all the while staying at 20 life. I just decided to start playing out all my creatures. The more red mana that he has to tap with Spin Engine, the better. I'd gladly trade either of these two creatures for a Spin Engine, because I'm at 9 life and that Spin Engine is getting close to being lethal. I like Clone Shell. I know a lot of people dislike it when I watch other people drafting on Channel Fireball or Star City or whatever, or draftmagic.com. They always say that they don't like Clone Shell, but I've been successful with Clone Shell in the right deck. I don't know, I feel like Rusted Slasher's probably the best card that's on the table right now, so I turned Cryptoplasm into a Rusted Slasher. It can sacrifice itself. See, one of the things that I can do here with the Volition Reins is take the Clone Shell, and then if he didn't sacrifice the Clone Shell, I could sacrifice the Clone Shell and get the creature that's imprinted on it. But he could just sack it in response, so it's just better to get rid of the card that's causing me problems. And since he didn't sack the Clone Shell in response, I automatically think there's no creature underneath it. But, I mean, the reason why he didn't sack the Clone Shell is because of this the Flame Fiend, which he got past 3rd pick. Probably. Most likely it was the 3rd pick, the Flame Fiend. Or maybe he took it 2nd. He could have taken it over the Hellkite Igniter. That's a possibility. And, I mean, there's even a possibility that he was on the opposite side of the draft and he saw his own the Flame Fiend. Things are looking pretty terrible for me. I'm thinking about conceding, but, you know, I figure, I can still stabilize for one more turn. I don't mind making that trade. And that's the game. Looks like we have to go to game 3. I don't make any sideboard changes. I don't really know what else I could add that would be better against him. I get lucky because I got to choose it to be on the draw, which is what he wants as well. Plus he ends up taking a mull to 6 cards. You see, this hand's great. I'm pretty happy with it. Especially when he does things like that. Makes me know that he's in trouble already. He realizes that he has to be the beatdown deck in this scenario, because I'm way up on cards. But you know what? I can get all this value out of that Trinket Mage, so. Yep. I'd gladly trade that Mem Knight for a Leaden Mirror, so I should have probably attacked here with it. I'm just going to, push in as much damage as possible. I think that's my most threatening creature, so this is great, because that's definitely a card that I want, with my corrupted conscience, I don't really want to kill it, because now it actually makes the proliferate ability on the spread the sickness useful, because I can give him 4 poison counters next turn if he doesn't play anything awesome. Argent Sphinx. That card's great. I like it a lot, that Argent Sphinx. I mean, you definitely play blue for it. It's a color-defining card. Even if you don't have Metalcraft, I mean, if you got the card, you would try to get Metalcraft as often as possible, but a 4/3 flyer for 4 is fine. I just bounce it, I don't even play the spread the sickness, and that's good enough. He's okay with that. He concedes a little early, I think, but oh well. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll do another one of these one day. Bye.